So here we are again, after several weeks of inactivity, but you're all wondering where I went off to. Nowhere really, a little bit of partying, a little bit of hanging out with friends, a little bit of job hunting, a lot of crippling depression. But none of that matters, I'm back now, for another episode of Whatever Happened To. So lately I've been getting a few requests from a few people, asking me to talk about certain YouTubers. A lot of them are pretty interesting. Unfortunately, most of them don't really have much info to go off of. But let's just cut to the chase. But a lot of you are getting antsy right now. Okay, just don't close out of that tab just yet. Alright, you can go back to jerking off or watching a Let's Play of No Man's Sky or Deus Ex Mankind Divided later. You can do that later. Just bear with me. Okay, just bear. Today we'll retread our typical territory of talking about reviewers and ranters. Several reviewers to be exact, as well as a few video game spoofs. Anyway, let's begin. PBC Productions began as a small web entertainment company in New York, started by Brett Vanderbrook, Devin Riley, and Lindsay Z. Briggs. They mainly focused on making video game related content, and not really like reviews, but more like short films and puppetry. They made their debut on YouTube around 2007, with The New Adventures of Captain S, a live-action parody of the infamous 80s and 90s show Captain N, but with Sega characters. The show got so popular that it became affiliated with ScrewAttack.com. AVGN even made a few cameos in a couple of episodes. It lasted around 10 episodes, with the second season that was in the works around 2008, though it was promptly cut short on account of ScrewAttack's tight scheduling, though it did live on a bit as a webcomic. Though I'm not sure if it's still being updated since there are no dates on any of the issues. That and the site's kind of been dead for a few years. Still recommend checking it out, even if it is for novelty alone. Soon they began to dip their toes into the reviewing community, with a show called Little Miss Gamer. It was interesting to not only see a prominent female reviewer at the time, but as well as a reviewer who didn't give in to the usual trends that permeated the first reviewer boom that was going on at the time, like overuse of swearing and the like. She'd simply give her opinions in a clear and concise manner, and all with just one of the sweetest voices you could possibly imagine. And just listen, she sounds like an elementary school teacher.
But one of the things that I'd like to point out, which is the main objective of this game, is that unlike a lot of other games where you have some girl who has been abducted, kidnapped, or gotten herself into some other kind of really bad situation that she can't get out of on her own, you're saving your uncle, a family member no less. I mean, that is so cool. Yeah, for not playing into stereotypes and gender roles.
Oh, and did you hear that? Gender politics in gaming before it became the topic du jour. And she's not being standoffish and accusatory towards a whole half of the gaming community? Stop the presses! They also did collaborations with a YouTuber by the name of Sasha9, who had a review show simply called Still Gaming, featuring Lindsay and Brett sometimes replacing Nine, or by having Nine appear in Little Miss Gamer's vids. I might have to do a full video on Nine himself. Dude's pretty entertaining, has an interesting style.
I see you've been making some discoveries.
Lee? What are you doing here? Are you supposed to be in Tennessee? What's with the weird accent? And how did you do that thing that you just did through my front door?
I've been waiting for this day. I sense that your powers have been awakening.
Powers? What powers?
When you love a game so much, it can really affect you.
What are you talking about? Affect me?
Yes, like allowing you to be in a video that isn't just still images of yourself. But I digress.
LMG got so popular that it was eventually picked up by That Guy with the Glasses, back when they still had stuff worth watching on their website. Yeah, I said that. I don't care how flashy your special effects are, as long as the core content is good. And a lot of the stuff on Channel Awesome right now has been pretty hit or miss for me. Maybe they should spend their time trying to make a decent review rather than making every video a J.J. Abrams production.
No. Why not? Because it's utter crap, a complete waste of time, and well, you know what? Why don't you go over to GameStop, reserve Madden, and then you can play the most watered-down version of a good idea since Dracula X.
Moving on. Though PBC was doing quite well and amassing a pretty decent audience, this unfortunately would not last. By 2010, PBC Productions put all their current projects on hold and disappeared completely. As early as 2012, They posted a video responding to the feedback of another video that they posted on another channel called Connect Boy, which appeared to be a few 50-second puppet shows featuring various video game characters getting into all sorts of weird situations. And response to this was mixed, with some thinking it was pretty funny, while others said it was complete nonsense. A lot of fans promptly unsubscribed.
This is the love between interspecies of space and galaxies. And pastas, I could go for some pasta.
So that was PBC Productions. It's a shame they never quite rose to the level of fame they rightfully deserved. They definitely had a lot of potential. So anyway, if you enjoyed, like and sub. Or don't. Go ahead and exercise those God-given freedoms while you still can. Alright, see you guys later.